What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Saturday Night Bully Life Live. I'm going to give everybody a little time to tune in. It's just a normal work in here. What up, brother? We got the dogs out. I got a couple of them in here with me. I'm just doing a little work. They really appreciate it, man. It means a lot. Matthew, what up? Oh, no doubt, no doubt. Josh, what up, brother? Deese was outside on his rope chilling. What up, Luke? I'm cooling, brother. James Bryant, what up? Diesel, Tick, and a few of the other dogs are outside. Michael, you got to get it from the vet. Any vet should carry it. Parrish, what up? Brick City, what up? Whoa, Big Gim and Jenny, what up? Josh, what's up? 504, appreciate it, man. For real, man, really appreciate it. Devardius, what's up? Empire, what's good, brother? Clint. Can leaves from outside make your dogs itch? I would say more like the grass before the leaves, but it is possible. It is possible. D's outside. He's on his rope. Tony. Hit me up, man. My number is all over my channel. Message me. Let me know who you are, and I can get back to you at a better time. 804 Dickie, what's happening? Empire, you heard me? Josh, a little pup, man, that thing's bad, huh? She is bad, man. Caesar, what's up? Applying pressure. Yeah, you see it, huh? That's it, my brother. That's it, my brother. Mo Kennels, what it do, baby? Kevin West, what's happening? I'm glad to see all my family tuning in, man. That's what's up, man. That is absolutely what's up. I got Emma in here letting her get a little break. She's in heat. We actually in the breeding process. I bred her 3 times so far. To Tick, tonight after the live will be her last breeding, and we're gonna shut it down. And the Big Mac and Tick, they're not giving her a break. So I actually got them locked outside along with Jazz and Xena. And I got Emma out just kind of doing our own little thing, letting her get a little free time. I'm going to also set up a whelping box tonight for Soleil. Soleil's chilling. I'm going to try to get a good shot of her. Soleil is chilling. I got the phone hooked up on a tripod, and I got it plugged in. You guys know my battery is always dead. So I got Soleil right there. She's being mighty chill. She's not quite as big as she normally is, but I do think she has about 6 in there. She does have milk that came in, which is always a wonderful sign. For most of her litters, she's had over 10 puppies, but this one I know she's not quite as big as she normally is. So I'm suspecting around 6, but they definitely in there. You guys know, I don't know if you keep up with the community tab, but Cleopatra, she did not take She had all the symptoms. She gained the weight once again. Well, not her, but I had the same issue with a couple of the other dogs when breeding to the same kennel. It's just not meant to be, man. It's my third try with him. So I just went ahead and took my loss on the deposit. I can't really afford to keep going and trying the breeds and coming up unsuccessful. So um, that guy Frida wants to be a part of it. Yeah, man. Let me see, fat guy. I will not sleep. I like it. I can't stop. What? Bro, he is officer and I want a pup. Co-own, bro, co-own. I will not give up. Nah, I don't co-own anything, my brother. Right. When is you and D from Mo Kennel's gonna do a breeding? In time, Tony. In time. I think Mo Kennels is in the building process as well as I am. Once I establish the blood that I'm gonna establish, then I'll be looking to do other things. You guys know I highly respect Mo Kennels. I think his program is nice. It's developing just like mine is. So when you guys, when it's time, you guys are gonna see it. But you know the respect is there. But like I was saying before, man, I keep I keep doing this breeding out of town. I took a major loss on it, which is all a part of it. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be, man. You're right. Right, is that she has to be a little older. Nah, it has nothing to do with her age. It's all about the days. I mean, she's like not even 4 yet, or she's right close to 4. Maybe I think in November the 15th. I think it's her birthday. I may be off, but she'll be 4 then. So she's still very young. So it's not really an age thing. It's all about timing on how she's caught when you do the breedings. Pet lovers, yeah, man, it's discouraging, but it's all a part of the process. I can't be down behind it. Although it is frustrating, you invest a lot of money. We all invest a lot of money into things, and we try to develop and build our program to fit our vision. So we willing to pretty much do whatever we got to do to get there. And then, something like that happens to where this is actually the third time breeding one of my girls to a stud in that kennel for that blood, because it was just something that I knew would match in what I wanted to claim as my blood one day. So it's just a part of it. So we'll just keep on pushing. Hey Derek, I text you today, man. You must not have the same number, brother. I seen your message on YouTube, so I sent you a text. Let me know if you got a different number. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's still looking good, man. She's still looking good. She's healthy. So the next time will be with Tick. Yep, next time will be with Tick. It's gonna be an in-house breeding. So I'll be able to do the breeding myself. This time, when I did breeder, I was out of town, so I didn't get to do the breeding myself. So it's all a part of it, man. Okay, okay, cool. Send me a text if you don't mind, brother, so we can. I did message you today. When I didn't get a response, I kind of figured you had a new number. So I have Emma right here. Emma's bred to Tick. That'll be his first litter. The Tick have puppies. Are you gonna keep one? We will be keeping a puppy off of that litter. Um, the way I decide if I'm keeping one, it all depends on how things go. Like I had a lot of deposits building up, so at that moment I couldn't really keep nothing off of the breedings. So now with pretty much everything cleared out, starting fresh. If Soleil does have some puppies, then I will actually be able to keep one. I'm gonna remodel the kennel. I'm gonna do a few things to make room for a puppy. But man, fat guy, you kind of starting to aggravate me, my man. I told you already I don't go on, and when I'm live, it's not really the time to discuss it, my brother. So get at me at a better time. But doing that ain't gonna get you nowhere, my man. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, the setup is cool, but after running it for a little while, I kind of like I see little things that I wish I could do better. I do it better. I run it for a little while, and then I see something else I could do better. Um, this floor, I've been fighting with this floor for the longest. Um, the floor is just it's just been one thing after another. It was a big mistake whenever I first started. But a lot of guys who've been following me since I started know it was like a big rush thing. And actually getting the building up, I wanted to get the dogs from being outside. And then I had my kennel set up exactly where the building was. So, and I still had 7 dogs at the time with a litter. I do have a drainage system. The drainage is amazing. One of the best things that I've ever installed whenever I did build the building is the drain, but I just wish it wasn't a wood floor, and it's not the middle of the floor. So my bad for not being a live chat. Hey man, it's all good, Malik. It's all good, brother. I can't wait to see the new development. Yeah, man, it's exciting. It is exciting. Yep, that's what it's all about, man. Staying in your lane. Yeah, I got wood right in the middle, and I got the mats over the wood, which is a horrible thing, man. It's a horrible thing. I don't know how people deal with that because it holds the smell, it holds moisture. It's not a good thing. I set the PVC pipes on the side of it, which you can see, just to kind of keep the water to go straight back into the drain, but it does still kind of like seep through. A lot of dust, a lot of hair and stuff gets in between the PVC. So it's an issue. Yeah, I need some concrete bad. And like a part of the whole thing was I didn't think I was gonna be here for too long. So it was like, bam, I'll do what I gotta do right now, get them out there, and then whenever we move to the ranch and I'm on some property, I can kind of build me a 40 by 30 metal building. I have them, install it. You know how they do. On a big slab, have everything set right. But it's taking a little longer than I thought. So it's all good. It's all a part of it. I mean, I still handle it well. The dogs are still healthy. Everybody's in good shape. So it's all good. Yeah. Hey man, man. Yeah. So I just put a video of Diesel outside on his rope on Instagram. King side bed, and you can that's what I'm talking about, Miss Sharon. He needs that. He needs that. Yeah. I'm sure he would love it too. Yep, I'm sure he would love it. Well, when you're ready, I'm the guy you need carpenter and concrete guy for 20 years. Man, that's what's up, Tony. That's what's up. I surely could use the help. I'm sure I'll be doing it by myself or with the help of a friend. I always have a friend around who's willing to help me. and I do it too. I don't have 22 years of experience, but I got a few. My little hey, that's what's up. Scramble Town. Excuse me. Yep, man. I'm glad it worked out. Congratulations. That's a major thing. That's a major thing. You know, a lot of people really get nervous with those litters. And I remember my days where I used to get nervous with them too. You know, it's such a delicate thing. And to have somebody that you can count on and call on, I completely understand how that is and how that helps. And I'm glad to have been that person. What's up, Kenny Scott? Yes. What's up, mama? So yeah, like I was saying, we bred Tick. I'm real proud of him. I did 3 AIs so far with Tick and Emma. Very good collection. What's up, Backyard Kennels? Very good collection from him. So I'm excited about that. I mean, she's like prime time right now. Yeah, he's on his rope. I just put a video. I just put a video of him on Instagram on his rope. Yeah, the litter's gonna be crazy. That's a good topic, Big M. Let's roll, man. What we got? Bringing in new blood. So, bringing in new blood for me, man, is a very important process. You know, it's something good. That way, you actually don't breed yourself into a corner, because that's really easy to do. Breeding yourself into a corner is really how much you pay to get your litters from. 175 per puppy. God bless him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Kevin West. Same to you. Yeah, so bringing in new blood, like I was saying, man, is a very important process. But finding the blood is the hardest part, man, because it's very important to find the blood that matches what you're. I'm late. Hey, Brian. All right, D, I got you, man. Created different. I'm late, but here, and I wanted something off Tick. I love that dog. So created different. If you have a chance, just send me a message, and we could talk about it. I really appreciate all the love too. You've been on the community tab every day, commenting and enjoying that with us. We greatly appreciate the love. Glad you made it on tonight. See, all the people don't know how important that is. Yeah, man. And Big Dog Romania, I like that Kennel. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about him for sure. I don't really follow too much from him, but I do like him. They do have some pretty dogs. They seem to be taking care of them, and you know that's number one. They taking care of them. They don't seem to have a problem moving their puppies. So I like them. So yeah, man. You know, the adding new blood. You know, when you're constantly breeding the same stock, like I said earlier, you know, you can breed yourself into a corner. And then the importance of finding the right blood that clicks where your blood is, because you know, once you add new blood, you're not going to breed that blood one time and then be done with it. You know, if you're a breeder and you're building towards a program, you're going to breed that blood in again. So once you tighten that blood up, or if you consecutively breed it into your program, it's very important to know what kind of blood you have, know what are the pros and cons that this blood carries, and know how it's going to react with the blood that you have. And you know, the best way to find out what that is, if you're going to use a stud or you're going to buy a male, then you find the dad or the grandfather to that, and you see how they've been bred in the past, you know, because it's very. Thank you. And Ty from Fully should put something together. Think it would mix well. Absolutely. I think that blood would go great. So once you see what that dog's produced with different types of bloods, it'll kind of help you narrow down, around what it would do with yours. Of course, it won't be a direct hit saying like, okay, cool, just because it did it with that, it's gonna do this. Look at some of the characteristics that it produces with certain bloods and give you a better idea on how it would match up with you. And if it has bred with this particular blood in the past, then it would give you a really good idea on how it would do with yours. So one of the big things why I had chose structure line bullies for Cleopatra, because when we look at Cleopatra, we see the look Cleopatra has, and Cleopatra is the type of dog that she needed a full outcross to be bred. I didn't want to breed her with anything that I had in here because of where she's at already. She's almost a finished product type dog, and in fact, she's even a little overly done on a finished product dog. Because so if I would have bred her directly to something that I had, then I think it would have pulled out worse traits. But by me going to a complete outcross, then it cuts it a little bit and it enables me to be able to bring it back to what I have to add a different flavor. And the structure line bully, I've seen this guy breeding for 6 years. I've seen this guy breeding his dogs, his blood that he created. And I know what they produce with certain style of dogs. I know what they produce with each other. And that was something that I always wanted to add because he has an amazing program. So it wasn't going to be a guess. I wasn't going to be guessing when I added it to my dogs. And then when I bred it back into my program, I knew what it was going to add. You know what I'm saying? How about locking in them good traits? And that's kind of what you're going to do. True. And like when we talk about locking into traits, I know a lot of people talk about that loosely, but that kind of stuff isn't done overnight. That isn't done overnight, because to lock in a certain trait, you must first have that trait solid in your breeding program. So I can't just pick up a stud and say, okay, cool, I want to lock in this guy's traits. I can't just breed to this dog one time and then inbreed this dog and expect that I'm gonna lock in these traits. It doesn't really happen that way. I know a lot of people talk about inbreeding, to lock in certain characteristics and certain traits, but it's not that easy and it's not that fast of a process. That process takes a while. You must first have that trait solid in the program before you lock it in. That's funny. Beautiful weather in Louisiana, brother. Yeah, it is beautiful, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So you're not just gonna jump in and say, okay, cool, hurricane bloodline. We're gonna use Ty's blood as an example. So you go and hit a hurricane bloodline dog. Bam, I get him for a stud, or I buy a puppy. So I breed him to one of my girls. All right. Now I got a little bit of that blood that I breed to my girl, now 50-50. And if I just jump off not knowing nothing and breed a daughter back to the daddy, yeah, that's gonna tighten it up a little bit, but that's not gonna lock in all Ty's hard work just on one generation. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not quite as easy as it sounds. Now, if I, consistently breed with Ty, or if I have something and I breed with the same blood, maybe different dogs a few times, and I establish something, and then I'll be able to do more line breeding with dogs that was produced from there. Then you might start locking into traits and pulling off certain characteristics that you want. But as far as just up and breeding to something, inbreeding, thinking that you're gonna get it, it doesn't work. You might get one or two dogs that might look like it, you know, and it might let you know that you're on the right path, but you're not locking in traits until you consistently producing litters that, you know, you don't have just one or two dogs, you have the whole litter. You know, when I breed something and my whole litter is coming out the way that I want it, that's when I'm moving forward. You know, that's whenever you're really doing something. Just one or two dogs that come out looking like Diesel and the rest look like the mom. I mean, that's okay. That's a start. It's a process, but it's nothing really to brag about just yet, and it's nothing that you really locked in. You just mixing up DNA. You know, you sharing DNA. That's basically it. You know, so once you get 2 and 3 years of this, you know, absolutely, and you know, you need more than one dog that's with that blood. You know, you're not just gonna do it. You're not just gonna do it with one stud. You know, you gotta basically commit yourself to a specific blood, you know, or a specific bloodline to actually start doing these types of things. So, you know, you just can't say, okay, I'm gonna pull this from Ty, and lock in that drive or that excellence, and then I'm gonna take this from Royal Kennels, and I want to lock in the structure, and then I'm going to take the neck from Muscle Tone. You know, it just doesn't work like that. Now, if you consistently, so just because your dog's mom has ticks doesn't mean she's throwing them. Well, Miss Lily, ticks, that's a little different, because that's just a color pattern. That's not traits as far as like drive, temperament, characteristics, as in big bones. That's just a color pattern. So yeah, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that. But you know, we don't, as a breeder, I don't breed for color by no means, and most breeding for a program don't breed for color either. So just having ticks isn't something that you would basically shoot for in breeding. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, once Tick starts throwing it, he's gonna throw the ticks. His mom got ticks. He has ticks. He's gonna throw the ticks. But like that's nothing that a breeder would say, I want to breed for ticks, you know, because that's not really that's not a special trait or a special characteristic that can make you move forward into building a successful breeding program. You know, he's just like a plus with his distinctive look. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you know, you're gonna get that because I know, doesn't your girl have ticks like on her chest? When you breed her, you're gonna get those ticks. But is there times you want a certain kind of dog, and at the end you don't get what you want? Absolutely. Look, they smell Emma. They at the door. Now they know Emma's in here. So yeah, absolutely. It's not always guaranteed to work as you want it to. So you know, I experiment that a lot. You know, and then you know it's kind of funny because a lot of newer people see that and they don't really know any better, and then they like, oh man, you know, that's all a part of it. You know, that's all a part of it. And as you build, you get better and better and better. You know, she doesn't have ticks. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought she had ticks. You know, so I experienced that a lot. You know, as I'm building right now, you know, just say I've been breeding. I've been dealing with the dogs going 7 years, but I've actually been breeding like going on 5 years, 4 years and some change. I have like I said, Soleil is my production, and she's like right at 4 years. She was my second litter. I had a litter like 6 months prior to that. So like 4.5 years, And, you know, I'm still in that building process. So I'm still getting, you know, litters that are inconsistent in my eyes. That's from what I'm looking for. Let me put it. I wish she had. She looks like so late without the tits. Wow. So let me put up Emma, and then I'm gonna let them crazy dogs in. Come on. Get it up. I know this ain't on with the parade. So I'm gonna let the maniacs in, y'all. What? 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 What y'all want to do? Matt, get over here. Y'all stay away from the camera. Get over here, girl. You want to kennel up? Y'all ain't got to go in your kennel if y'all don't want. Disha, kennel up. You going to this kennel. Kennel. Tick, kennel. Tick. That ain't your kennel, man. That is your kennel, dog. Y'all go back outside. Jazz, you can go outside. Go play. Tick. I know. Jazz. Don't you knock that camera down. Tick. Your kennel's right here, man. Come on, Jazz. Come on. Go play, man. You want to go play? Come on, y'all. Go play. That's enough, dude. That's enough. See, you want a bed, huh? Hey, man. Tick. That's enough. Look. Hey, that's enough. It's all right. You're coming back in. I promise. I promise. All right? Enough. Appreciate it. Grease TV. I'm gonna make some people watch this. We're talking about everything I've been trying to explain to some people. Awesome, creative, different. That's what this is all about. Yep, that's what this is all about. You know, I don't know everything, and I don't pretend to know everything, but I have experienced a lot. Tick, hey man, come on now, bro. That's enough. But I have experienced a lot. No, Scrabble Town. I haven't participated in any shows. I only been to one, and that's because I took a vacation day. I work a lot of weekends. So being that I work on the weekends, I'm always working for the shows. I started with half sister, breeding, kept female. What's up, everybody tuning in? Hey, brother, thanks for the heads up on the Victor, dog. Awesome, man. That works great. Awesome, man. Really glad to hear that. So let me let this dude out, because if not, he's gonna ruin Roaring Alive, and I don't want to beat him on camera. Hey, man. I'm telling you, if you knock down this camera, I got a female off that dude. Yeah, that's cool, man. You know, you can start off however you want. I started with two total different bloods, which created Soleil. I thought that was real cool to have those two different bloods. Then I went ahead and I had bred her back to her daddy. I got some nice dogs off of it, but it was inconsistent. So I got away from breeding her to the daddy. I bred him to his half sister. The results was amazing. Real nice dogs, real nice producing dogs. Geronimo has been producing some amazing dogs. So now I'm working on breeding Diesel's offsprings together. You see the two fawn puppies that I did a video of the other day. That was off of two offsprings from the Big Mac. That's what I'm saying. Yep, Victor's a good dog food. I think genetics plays a big factor. It does. The genetics is a major factor as far as like how they turn out. You know, so yeah, let's talk about that for a moment because that's a big thing. You know, when we talk about dog food is basically for three things. The life of your dog, it's for like the coat of your dog, and the digestion and like the stool of your dog. So whether you feed Victor or dog chow, your dogs may look the same, but with the dog chow, of course, you're gonna have worse stool. You might have runny stool. They might have horrible gas. Whereas the Victor, you're gonna have solid stool. With the dog chow, like you say, you might have flaky coats. With the Victor, you might have a more shinier coat. And then, you know, with like your body, as far as like how you built, you might be a little more fatter on the dog chow and a little more leaner on the Victor. So the dog food isn't really going to help you build too much. It's going to help the life of your dog. It's going to help you clean up. You know, your genetics is going to have your dog looking the way it's going to look regardless. You know what I'm saying? And that's major. You know, a lot of people look for dog food to be this miracle growing their dogs, and it's not going to happen. If your dog doesn't have it, your dog doesn't have it. It's point blank. You know, so it's good to feed a high quality dog food because you care about your dog. You know, because you love your dog, because you want your dog's coat to be shiny. You want your dog's skin to be nice. You know, that's why we feed good dog food. We don't feed it to make our dogs big or to make our dogs strong. Our genetics are already going to have our dog that way. Congratulations, King. So I used dog chow before. So a few years ago, my dogs wouldn't eat at all because I just see Jada Mac. I just seen your question. So my dogs wouldn't eat at all. Now, dog chow, exactly. That is the cornmeal. So the dog chow made my dogs start eating again. Man, my dogs wouldn't eat for nothing, man. I was like, man, I didn't know what to do. I was trying all kind of stuff. So then I was like, man, I'm gonna stop trying stuff and I'm just gonna not feed them for a day or see if they turn their nose. I'm gonna take the food away and I'm gonna let them let them get hungry. So I put it back out there still, man. They didn't want it. So I didn't want my dogs to get small. So I was like, man, and this is probably 3 years ago. So I was like, man, I went and I tried dog chow because I don't know if you guys know, but they spray a chemical on that dog chow and puppy chow, what actually makes your dogs eat. So I went got the dog chow and I had mixed it with the Victor, and it made them eat. So I fed it to them for about a year, maybe a little less than a year to get their appetites back up. And once I got their appetites back up, I weaned them off of it and went straight Victor. And I didn't have the problem anymore. That's whenever I had made the video on how I fed my dogs and how I got them to eat. The reason I had did that video is because my dogs had stopped eating. And that was the formula. That was the formula I had used to get my dogs' appetites back up, and they've never been down since. Yep. So it worked good. I mixed it with the Victor, and I mixed Diamond Puppy with Puppy Chow to have my pregnant moms eating. So it worked out great. $100, man. Yep, that corn, man, that corn is horrible. I try to stay away from that corn as much as possible. At times, money gets tight, just like everybody else. Money over here gets tight too, and I have to switch foods, but I just make sure whatever I switch to, I make sure I switch to a food that doesn't have corn in it. MLB, man, that's major, man. That's major, bro. Much love, man. That's what's up, man. That's what it's all about, man. Yep, that's what it's all about. You know, the function. Let me explain something to y'all. We had a fall fest and a family function today, and my word to do this live every Saturday is my word. So no matter where I'm at, I try to make sure I get to y'all. So I left, man. I had left where we was at, came rush home, got things together, and I made sure that I went live on at the time that I said I was gonna go live. And it's reasons like that. That's why I do it, man. You know, just to share the experience, and dedication to y'all, and not only to y'all, but dedication to the breed, to the dogs. You know, um, So DeAndre, I did the breeding already. The breeding is done. I actually bred them 3 times. I will breed them again tonight, and that's going to be the last time they breed. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, man, the dedication to the breeding to y'all is major. Applying pressure, nah, man, I don't. Yeah, kibbles and bits is trash. No, brother, I don't feed any raw meat at all. I would like to. And moving forward, I may get there. Um, like right now it's kind of crazy, but in 5 years from now, when we still doing what we're doing right now, hopefully I'll be breeding my blood, man. And when I have my blood, you know, the dogs that we see in the kennel today might not be in this kennel anymore. They might be in the country somewhere. And on my own line, I might have a whole nother feeding program, and I would love to implement raw. I would love to implement raw in there. Um, so they take. Well, I'm gonna give you a little shot of it, man. I'm gonna let you see. She has a vet visit. She has a vet visit Monday. So as you can see, she's pretty full. I would say she got about 6 in there. Yeah, I would say she got about 6 in there. Clifford Kennels, what's up, brother? So I got a few bloodlines that I run right now that we building with. Um, Nothing that I haven't created my own line yet. I am in the process, so it's kind of like a gumbo pot right now. We got some West Coast Guided line, we got some Golden line, we got Razor's Edge, um, we got a little muscle tone in the making. So we got a few bloods that we put together. But hopefully in the near future, in a few years, we'll have our own blood. She is at like 50, I think 55. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, Chris. I don't too much get involved with all that. I don't really know what's going on with them. I try my best to focus on what I have going here, but yeah, I don't like it, man. All right, applying pressure, man. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Yeah, coconut oil is real good, Miss Sharon. Real good. Yep. It's real good, man. So I'm just hoping she got about how big will it raises. I couldn't tell you that. Wade B. I have no clue, man. When you're getting down to that percentage, even if it was 100%, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Now, if I had an established bloodline that I've been breeding for a long time, then I should be able to tell you what my blood produces. But as far as just picking a percentage of this or Razor's Edge and 20% Gator, I mean that's that's kind of like taking a major shot in the dark. And when we talk about Gator, that's on a whole nother topic. The building is 34 by 14. Yep, it's 34 by 14. So I'll give you guys an idea of what I'm doing next. Hopefully in the next few months. So I'm gonna put kennels on both sides. We're gonna also have the drain. Yeah, it's actually the name of a dog. It's the name of a pit bull. And a lot of people, a lot of people, just like nowadays, you name the blood after a dog, but Gator is actually a old game dog, many years ago. Yeah, man, I actually am the only guy with Royal Kennels. I have a few people. I have a few people who breed with me, and who support me. But as far as like any any partners, I do have a very special announcement to make. As far as leaning towards that, but I'm gonna wait until it's time for that. Right now, just ain't the moment for that because we haven't actually built it. So once we start on the kennel, then I'm gonna shoot a video and announce it. But I do have a very close friend of mine. You guys know him. He has Geronimo. Um, he's now on 20 acres of land, and we will be building basically a Royal Kennels ranch there. but we're gonna get a little deeper into that once it's actually in motion. We got the kennels, we got the building, which is awesome, but we gotta separate the areas and stuff. We might even have a little, might even have some American Pit Bull blood at as well. So I'm excited about what's gonna come. Man, it's exciting, man. But I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to talk too much. But you guys know I keep a lot of stuff going. So I appreciate the collars. I'm gonna show y'all. This is the 2019 Royal Kennel collar. Of course, there's a name. Let me get behind this so I can show you guys. Of course, there's a name that goes in the middle. So you guys see the collar. So I'm gonna get in the front and I'm gonna show you something. So with this collar, you fold it down and you bring it in and you latch it. Very, very solid collar. Pretty cool design. Let me get to the camera so I can see. Pretty cool design. Very, very durable. That's where the name's gonna go. Stamp the name. I'm gonna paint it black. So yeah, so it's a pretty nice collar. This is gonna be the 2019 design. I surely hope he likes it. He also got another one, just a regular one. This is for the female. That one's for his stud. So that's two collars that I've been working on. Hey man, Colorado, they tight, huh? Yeah, that's hey, thank you very much. Created different. Tony, appreciate it, brother. Yeah, that Gucci game hard. Boy, you just hurt fat guy feet. Yeah, yeah, man. I try not to be disrespectful to nobody, but man, I don't want nobody being disrespectful to the channel and to y'all as well, you know. Yo, man, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good, man. It's a new design. I haven't made that design yet. That's something I had just kind of like lingering in my head. I know nobody ever made nothing like that before. So I was like, man, maybe I could be the first one. And if y'all see it around, y'all know one thing where the style came from. So I'm glad I showed y'all. If every dog is 2,000, how do you determine the picks? The picks are basically by what's bought first. So if you're the first one to put a deposit, if you're the first one to put a deposit on the dog, or if you're the first one to purchase the dog, then you get first pick. If I don't have it, and it goes from there. So it's like 2,000 is for first to last pick. It doesn't matter, and you know they're all the same, male or female. No man, actually, Big M. What do you mean? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I have no problems at all with the neighbors. Neighbors are cool. If the dogs cut up, then I shut them up. Yeah. A Nigerian nurse. Definitely no disrespect to the little man. I could tell he loved the kennel, but like you don't just spam with questions like over and over and over and over and over trying to get attention. You know, if I answer your question, man, or if somebody else answers the question, it's kind of like, all right, let's be respectful and wait to be answered, or at least wait till the live is off and you can hit me up, outside the live. But I don't think nobody really meant no disrespect to the young man. Um, but there's just ways of doing it, in the first time. Yeah, yeah, he's barking because the dog's in heat. Emma is in heat, so him and Diesel going crazy behind her. Yeah, the dog's name or the kennel name can go on that exactly. And the collars are $55. I just don't know how it is. Make you wonder if it costs somewhere in the pedigree or the height. Just reading all the questions, make sure I missed them. You have anything drop soon? Yeah, I got Soleil, who's being quiet, chilling in a little cut. She's chilling, and she should be dropping next week. Yeah, man, they go nuts. Man, Diesel been breaking out the kennel. He been breaking locks. I mean, he tripping. No, it's not Diesel. Go check on the channel out, man. Soleil and Zeus. That's the breeding. Real solid breeding. When you talk about matching dogs, I mean they were matched to the T. They complement each other so well. She actually looks like she can be his daughter. They are both amazing. Yeah, so go check that out. How long is the turnaround on the collars? It all depends, like when you purchase them. So out of 7 days out of the week, I work seven. I work seven and I'm off seven. So on my off seven is when I work. And when I'm working, it's kind of hard for me because I work 12-hour shifts. So when I'm off, when I work, I make the orders, and when I'm off, I make them. So it's like a week. Okay, I'll make sure that he has down and he puts the family safe for years to get a dog. But make sure he's safe. Man, hey man, I understand, brother. And that's cool, man. I appreciate you coming and running down the situation with him. I definitely understand how it is. I could tell he was young, which is why I never really messed with him too much about it. But I appreciate it, man. This is my first dog ever. She came in heat, and I swear I was running dogs away left and right. That's funny. You like, man, you're stray dogs. Y'all ain't getting my baby, huh? That's funny. So Miss Lily has an offspring. She has a Soleil daughter. Yeah. How do I go about paying for? Are you talking about paying for the collar? But my number is 337-446-5933. 337-446-5933. Hit me up about a collar or a puppy, either one. East Coast, if you remove him from the yard. So Diesel is closed at the moment. He will not be breeding, but he's not going nowhere. She's staying here. Thanks for that. Hey, 100, homie, man, appreciate it, bro. Tay, what up, brother? Yeah. So look, man, we're gonna cut it off at an hour tonight. I still, as y'all can see, the kennel is a mess. I still got a lot of work to do inside the kennel. And I gotta knock this breeding out. This will be the last breeding I do with Hick and Emma. Those of you who I spoke with and asked y'all to get in touch with me, please send me a text message to let me know who you are. I won't be answering any phone calls while I clean and I'm doing the breeding, but when I'm done, I will be able to text back. So y'all have a wonderful night. Will D ever be a house baby? He won't be a house baby over here, that's for sure. Um, him and the wife, they don't really see eye to eye because Diesel is wild. I'm not gonna say he's wild, but she thinks he's wild, and he sheds. So I know for a fact he won't be coming in our house. Soleil is coming in the house after her pregnancy because she will be fixed after this. After this breeding, she will be fixed and she will be coming in the house. I don't know if any of you guys know, but she is a service dog. So she'll be in the house and be used for her service. And the Big Mac, he's gonna be chilling. He'll be running the yard. I'll bring him to the country with me a lot, but he's gonna be sleeping in his kennel that he sleeps in now. I honestly, I would send him your way. I would, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna have to breed him again. So it's very important for me to keep him here, um, being that he is my foundation. Man, I'm seeing all the love, man. Much love to everybody. He can, yeah. I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed y'all as well. Uh, Hit me up if you have any questions. My number is 337-446-5933. Hit me up if you have any questions. I go do it one for brother bless 100. How long does it take you to ship the pup? The shipping process isn't really that bad. Once everything is together, I get the health certificate. It sometimes takes the dogs a little longer to get there now. Um, now that we're dealing with the ground and not air, but it's not that bad. How long does it take to ship? Yeah. So once again, man, I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a wonderful night. I see everybody rolling in. If I don't stop, y'all know I run my mouth. If I don't stop, I ain't gonna stop. Much love to everybody, man. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, and God bless y'all.